Okay, guys. Now, we've been talking about analyzing data, and we've learned some ways that we can organize the data, and we've learned some ways that we can display the data. Okay. Now, today, what we're going to talk about are the best ways to display data, and some misleading things that can happen when we're trying to read displays of data, like graphs and pie charts and that kind of stuff. So looking up here, a couple of things that we've got. It says, in this lesson we're going to learn how to choose appropriate displays for certain types of data. Guys, categorical data compares categories like the number of dogs that people have as pets, or how many people have cats as pets, and how many people have birds as pets, or fish, or whatever. That would be categorical data. Now, numerical data is when we're dealing with things like test grades, right? They compare numbers, okay? So the things that we're looking at the items that we're looking at are numbers. They're not things like a dog or a cat, numbers of dog and cat, that kind of stuff. So let's look at some of these displays. First thing, a line graph displays numerical data that changes over time. So if we were looking at, say, your height is one piece of data, but how it changes over time, or your weight, how it may change over time, or your average, let's say your grade average, how it changed over time, right? Hopefully your grade average is doing stuff like this and improving all the time. But that's not necessarily the case. I mean, it may go down some and up some. It's more like this, you know? Okay, that is a line graph. A scatter plot we use to see if there are trends in paired numerical data, such as how many times you brush your teeth a week related to how many cavities you might have in your mouth. And think about this, how these two things, let's say this is brushing and this is cavities, right? The more you brush, the less, I'm sorry, let me think about this. Yes, the more times you brush, the fewer cavities you have. Yes. So these things have an inverse relationship, right? The more you brush, the fewer cavities you have. Okay? So as brushing goes up, cavities go down. All right? So that would be a scatter plot. Now, a bar graph compares categorical data, like I said earlier, the kinds of pets that people have. Or a circle graph also can compare categorical data, like what you do with your time at night. Like I spend 30 minutes eating. I spend an hour on homework. I spend 7 hours on Call of Duty. Okay, you know what I'm saying? All right. Now, I'm going to pull my red pen back because a stem and leaf, which we've been doing, that organizes numerical data, right, by the last digit. A histogram organizes or displays numbers based on their frequency, okay? And a box and whisker plot organizes numerical data into 4 groups of approximately equal size, okay? All right, so when we look at this, we've got 2, a bar graph and a circle graph, that display categorical. All the others display numbers, all right? And we're going to look at some of those right now. Good job, guys.